I always wanted to be somebody, but now I realize I should have been more specific. I'm Anthony, and I'm going to take you through today's PF Go workout. We're going to start our warm-up with 2 rounds of 10 kettlebell deadlifts, upright rows, and Russian swings. Now here we go, deadlifts. We're going to have the feet a little bit wider than squat stance, so this will be wide for a deadlift stance. We want to tap that kettlebell on the ground, try and line it up with right where your shoelace is knotted. I don't want to be all the way back on the heels, and I don't want to be as far forward as the toes. Now from here we're going to stand up. We have upright rows. Feet come in a little bit closer, shoulder blades get pulled together. Lead the way with the elbows. Your knuckles should be pointing down to the ground the whole time. Can you face forward for me? You can see those knuckles down, those elbows up. There's no funny business, there's no kipping, so we want you to choose a weight that's light enough for you to manage these without much trouble. Now we'll go from here to a Russian swing. So now we'll go back to that deadlift stance. We'll swing that kettlebell up to chin height. What I want to see is that the base of that kettlebell is pointing directly away from you, and we're creating a nice smooth straight line from hand to elbow to shoulder all the way through. Good, thank you. So we'll go through the deadlifts, the upright rows, and the swings one more time before moving on to elbow rotations, front squats, and alternating lunges. Now we're going to demonstrate this with a PVC pipe. Don't have one, no problem. Use a broom, or you can just do it and imagine that you have a PVC pipe there with you. Now, elbow rotations. We're going to put the PVC pipe on your back. We're going to rotate between driving those elbows up and forward and then driving them back and up as high as you can as well. Up and forward, you should feel a stretch in the shoulder, both in the front and the back. And then when you bring it down and around, you should feel a little bit more pressure on your neck. Now, can you face this way for me? We want to make sure that this bar or PVC pipe stays on the shoulders. I don't want to see it come down towards the mid back or low back, and I don't want to see it come up off the shoulders. So you're pulling down into the shoulders as you're going through that rotation to give you a stable place to work. Now our next exercise, we're going to bring that bar to the front rack, and we're going to lift those elbows up as high as we can. We can release the tension on the hands. It's not a full grip, it's just a loose 2-fingered hold. Now the lower you go down in the bottom of a squat, the higher up these elbows drive. We want to keep that elbow drive nice and high to give you a strong shelf so that your lower body gets to do the work and not your mid back. Now our last exercise, we're going to ditch the weight, and we have 10 alternating lunges. So what we're going to do is just step back, touch the ground, and bring our feet back together. Chest stays up nice and tall, eyes look forward, shoulders back. Posture is key. Slide that leg back, gently tap your knee on the ground, and then come back into center. All right, now that we're done our warm-up, it's time to move on to the strength portion of today's workout. Every 3 minutes for 5 sets, we're going to do 6 barbell front squats or 12 dumbbell front squats. The goal here is to keep the weight moderate, but we will approach heavy here. Now the trick and the hard part is that every rep has to come from the ground. So you got to clean it up to your shoulders, then get the squats going. Now, we already went through the front squats, but we're going to go over tempo here. The elbows are going to be driving up nice and high. You're going to take a big breath in. You should see the chest rise. You saw that bar go up a little bit, then lower down at the bottom, and drive up fast. Exhale, take a big deep breath in again. The tempo on the way down is just shy of 2 seconds. We don't want you to fly up and down. This should be under control. The heavier you get, the more controlled the tempo has to be. So we have 6 or 12 reps of a 1.5 second eccentric with a little pause up top. That should allow you to lift the most amount of weight. Now we'll go through 5 sets, and after the 15-minute mark, we're going to move on to our conditioning piece for today. A 13-minute AMRAP. I know, lucky number 13. We have rowing, front squats, kettlebell swings, and front squats again. Now, the first part of the workout, 15 or 12 calories on the rower or 15 or 12 calories on the bike. That's about a minute of effort. We could go faster, we could go slower, but we want you to hit about a minute because that's how we want the pace of this workout to be. We're not redlining, especially not right out of the gate. Then after that, you're going to jump on the barbell or dumbbells for 5 front squats. This part has no tempo. These move kind of quick. So Erica's going to demonstrate. She's going to start with a squat clean because she's extra fancy. Bars on the ground, and 1. That first rep counts. 2. You still want to breathe in the same spot. We still want to move in the same consistent speed, but these are just a little bit faster. Consistency through the 6 reps is there. These are just accelerated. Now we're putting that bar down and we're gonna pick up the kettlebell swing again for 15 reps. Shoulder blades come together, we're gonna swing Russian kettlebell swings here just to chin height. Now this is a chance for you to go heavy. The Russian kettlebell swing is one of my favorite strength training moves of all time. Works the whole posterior chain, works your dynamic, you can lift some heavy stuff, and it teaches you control of that core. So don't be afraid to go heavy for these 15 unbroken kettlebell swings. Then we'll finish the first round by picking that barbell up and doing 5 more front squats. Now that's the target. So we have 15 to 12 calories on the rower or bike, 5 front squats, then 15 on the kettlebell swings, then 5 front squats. So we kind of go back and forth between those 3 movements. I'd love to know how many rounds you get. Let us know in the comments below. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.